All right, guys. So in today's episode of Full Day Yu-Gi-Oh, we're gonna be trying out a tweaked version of our Rival deck, preparing for the OTS Championships. I got this Saturday, and yes, I will be vlogging at that event. So expect a vlog dropping Sunday, probably late Sunday, because I'm gonna be tired when I get home from Saturday. And I think the changes I made today was just adding Dimensional Barrier to the extra deck, and I also added freaking anti-spell fragrance. Mainly because, like I said, I've been getting cooked by board breakers, and anti-spell fragrance is a really good card for board breakers. Yeah, people can still chain Book of Eclipse if they draw it off the top deck, but if I have anti-spell fragrance up, I can dodge things like Ultimate Slayer and make a lot of spell-reliant decks lose. And as far as the Dimensional Barrier, really good against Blue Eyes, really good against the Rogue Tempo matchups I potentially can run into. And yeah, we're gonna be trying it out today. Also, I added the Utopia card back to my extra deck. Picture up on the screen, of course. And I took out that Gusto Emerald because I don't really use that Gusto Emerald like that. It's really good for recurring and drawing new cards. However, I just don't go into it. So add Utopia back to my extra deck just to have more shenanigans to use with the Riser Trap. So with all that being said, let's get into it. We'll catch you guys after round one. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming into round one of the tournament, ended up playing against White Forest as Amina, and this was a really good game because I rarely play against this deck at local, so it was a treat against a new player that came to the shop. My shop been getting a lot of new players recently. Have you guys been getting a lot of new players in your area? Let me know in the comment section down below. So he pretty much tried to go White Forest combos. I just had double hand trap, Ash, Blossom, and Perm on the Deal Bellstar. And on my turn, I just went ahead and made Detonator and Abyss Dweller because I know Abyss Dweller craps on that deck, and he pretty much scooped it up with the game two. Coming into game two, I was debating on siding in my Meowth, and I think I did side in Meowth. I didn't open it. However, he told me after the game it didn't do anything, but luckily I opened up Fuwalos, which definitely helped a lot. So after I Fuwalos for one, I ended up drolling him because I know that deck can still pop off under Fuwalos. So it's best to just droll them. But I just wanted to get at least a +1 off so that way I can draw and then droll on the resolution. So yeah, and then after that, honestly, I'm just going to control the game state. He did have Book of Eclipse, but on his following turn, he's going to draw pretty much nothing he can win with and just scoop it up. So yeah, it was a really interesting game. And like I said, I like playing against different decks that I don't play against every week. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, round one is over. Ended up beating White Forest as Amina Fiendsmith. Honestly, Dro won me both those games, not even gonna lie. It was a really interesting game, and I hand trapped him properly too because I was reading everything, and got a lot of dual book experience against that deck. So it looks to be like at least 16 to 20 players here, maybe a little bit less. Give you guys a player count on the screen or something like that. And let me open my pack right now. We got the entry packs again, so shout out to my locals. And if you guys want the video, smash that like button, this video up to over 100 likes. And also be sure to check out my channel sponsor in the description down below. Pyramid Duels for 10% off and TradingCardMint.com for 7% off. So, and I pulled crap, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, like I said, just doing prepping for OTS this week. I don't need my invite for you guys that do not know who might be new to the channel. I got my invite back at the Wisconsin Regionals. I got 28th with the hand loop Riser deck I was running. And that deck is decent and it's fun, but I don't think it's that viable, which is why a lot of OCG players didn't play it past probably like the first week of Riser getting released. So should be like 3 more rounds left, give or take. So I'm gonna catch you guys up to round 2. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming into round 2 of the tournament, I ended up playing against freaking Mitsurugi Rizel, and I haven't played against this deck in a while because my buddy Baker right here. So it was a really interesting game to say the least. He won the dice roll and started parking off a Rizel stuff, and I think I opened up Imperm. So I'm gonna say the Imperm for the dual drive, and he's gonna go into freaking the snake, the reptile dude. And if you guys are watch a lot of Dueling Book, like I do, you know to hit the snake XYZ on the summon, because if they have the spell card, they can negate your Imperm by attributing it before it resolves. But if you Imperm a summon, you're in a better position. So unfortunately, however, when I try to come back, I mean, I still made dual drive and detonator. I debated on making Dweller. However, I don't think Dweller would have made a difference because he started popping off, and it allowed him to get his Eclipse Twin, get his detonator off, and started popping off Mr. Root combos pop up my board. I did have to waste a lot of detonators to pop. I don't know if I misplayed though. I'm thinking like, man, maybe I shouldn't have let all that stuff resolve, but Ryzel is just so resilient, and then when you come up with the Mr. Rugi and they start doing all their Ryzel Mr. Rugi combos, that can just steal games out of nowhere, which is pretty much what happened. Coming into game two, I'm gonna go first. Play through a lot of hand traps. Gonna make a detonator, and I'm gonna also make a Biz Dweller. He did have Nib. However, I'm gonna look through my hand, try to play through Nib, and I think I had the plug in. So plug in, bring back Dweller in defense mode, so that way I can Dweller in his draw phase and have Nib token. And I did ended up Valoring his sword summon. So after that, he really couldn't play. And I ended up winning that game because I had pretty much Ryzel follow up, and yeah, it was a scoop him up moment. And then coming in game three, I forgot what I side deck. Yeah, I sided in Meowth as well because I was like, okay, I know Meowth is decent against Mr. Rugi. Think about it now, I think it was a waste of a side. But at the same time, I don't really have much to side against this deck. I just had to hope I draw, draw and lock bird and go from there. And unfortunately, even though I did draw the one from Meowth, and he just had too much follow up. And like I said, Rise of Mr. Rugi is a really good deck. The problem with the deck, it just bricks a lot. And even though I was trying to come back, he had way too much setup, way too much advantage. And yeah, I was just like, man, what do I do? There's not really much I can do in this scenario. This whole game honestly felt a little dice rolly, but that's just the format in general. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. They're getting clapped because, hey man, he just drew custom, as the kids say nowadays. All right, guys, round two of the results with my boy Baker right here. We're using Ryzo, Mr. Rugi. I played against that deck for forever. Last time I played it, I cooked it, but this guy's too good. He draws custom hands, apparently. And yeah, really good hands, really good hands. But now we had a good game though. Game one, I was winning, but he came back and won. He had a perfect counter hand and played it properly. Game two, I won it. In game three, it came down to the wire. I Feather Duster, he blind cross-eyed Detonator called Ice Riser, and it came up because, like, I didn't have a sword. I go EXT, he goes Detonator Pop, Ash, and I'm like, oh, well, this sucks. And then game two, I tried to go Typhon, but he's like, oh, you spent something from hand, you can't use Typhon. I'm like, oh. I be forgetting about that with Typhon, so it'd be like that, and yeah. So there's like 2 more rounds left, and you guys can see the room is pretty crowded. What's up, bro? And yeah, I ain't tripping, ain't nothing I can do. I'm gonna catch you guys at the round 3. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, coming into round 3 of the tournament. Ended up playing against Sprite. Funny enough, I actually played against this deck literally literally a day before this locals on Dueling Book, so I kind of got a good refresher. So when he started doing all his runic stuff, I'm like, okay, maybe he's just playing like runic stun or something like that. And I saw Sprite, I'm like, oh, you're playing Sprite, okay. Luckily for me, I had a Fake Veiler to stop the runic monster, but he started having Sprite stuff, and I'm like, okay, Sprite is scary, but it's not as scary as it used to be when I was playing Heroes, because that kind of screwed a lot of hero stuff up. Luckily for me, EXT just eats through a board like a hot knife through butter thanks to Ag. And I was just reading everything, like I said, trying to get myself a refresher. The deck definitely felt better than what I thought it was going to be, especially because I played against it online, I played against it in person, and it can do a lot of stuff if you don't read everything. Reading is fundamental, man. Like, I don't read much when I play online because I be lazy and I be tired. But when you're in tournaments, man, you play against the deck you're playing against around, make sure you read everything, that way you don't misplay. Because like I said before, guys, like, most of the time rogue decks win when the opponent don't know what the hell is going on. And that's just me keeping it a bean. If people knew how to play against the specific rogue deck that you're using, you're going to lose 99% of the time. Unless you have a rogue that does like a FTK, like a branded Despia, or some like a White Forest Azamina, because if they resolve, they just FTK, ain't really nothing you do. So I won game 1 because I just had a perfect counter and everything you could do. Like, I don't think neither of us misplayed at all. Shout out to his playmat though. That Spellground mat is nice. I like the color on it. It's really cool. So he started doing stuff, and he used his running card. I chained double Fuwalos, and he just played through it. So I was drawing like 4 to freaking 8 cards. It was insane, and I'm gonna use that advantage to win. Like, he was kind of forced to make a play because he said his hand wasn't that great. But yeah, like drawing 2 cards off every special summon from the extra deck was insane. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next clip. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, round 3 of them ended up beating Sprite. Yeah, it's funny because I actually played against that deck online literally last night, so I kind of had a refresher against the deck. So I just had good hands. Game 2, double Fualos was really good. Because I hate he had used the runic card to especially my runic monster. I'm like, chain, double sprite. I mean, double swallow. So then I drew a bunch of cards. Because it was like one of those, then if you do, then if you don't scenarios for my opponent. Yeah, I would have drawn more, but I had hand
Like
traps.
10 more cards, but he had to interrupt.
True. I had to, man. I was drawing too much stuff.
You had to, because if not, I would have ended off with like 6 negates.
Oh yeah, 6 negates would have been too much. That's too much, bro. Sprite is, bro. Don't sleep on Sprite, man. I should have added it to my top road deck video. I actually forgot about it. That deck cooks, bro. It cooks really good. So one round left. I'm gonna see if I can finish out X1 tonight. I'm gonna catch you guys after the next flip. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys. Coming into the final round of the tournament. Ended up playing against Fiend Smith Rizel, same guy that beat me last week. So it was a pretty annoying game, to say the least, because like I lost the dice roll again. I'm like, bro, can I win a freaking dice roll with my own dice? This is annoying. So he started popping it off with his plays, and I opened up no hand trap. That's the one thing I hate about playing in this format. If you open up no hand traps and then you go on second, bro, you're losing 99% of the time. Like, I don't think no decks can really break boards going second unless they open up hand traps. Some people may argue Malice can, but even with Malice, it's kind of like their hand traps can lead them to their combos. Like, and that's mainly because they run Bishops and everything like that. But anyway, I was trying to do some stuff. I probably shouldn't have went back Guska, but like, I didn't realistically see anything better I could do. If you guys point a thing I misplayed, let me know in the comments down below. And once again, for the third time he playing this guy, I brick game 2, and I'm just like, oh, this sucks. But nevertheless, man, I mean, Ash was good, but GG no well played. All right, guys, as you guys can see, I lost round 4. So annoying. Game 1, literally, no hand traps against Fiend Smith Rizel. Got cooked. Game 2, brick. Again. Anyway, I'm so pissed I had to grab up my protein bar. They got protein bars right now, man. I freaking love this shop and they snacks. Shout out to the owner, so I can come here and eat healthy and play Yu-Gi-Oh. Profile my boy Uri Diaz. He won with Branded.
There you go, yeah.
Because no one played side deck for that.
I'm a sleeper in the morning.
What's up, me? I got 3 D-Bears on my side. Didn't get paired against them. Oh yeah, overall, my deck played good. It's annoying when I don't draw nothing, bro. Like, man. Literally open my hand. Rival Monster, game 1. Bonfire, Rival Monster, Rival Monster, Rival Monster. I'm like, playing a Facebook fight, I'm finna cook. And I got cooked. Game 2, literally. Node, Cross, Ash, Nib, and like freaking, oh yeah, the Rival Trap. I'm like, bro, really? I leave Rival Trap in against Fiend's Mobile because they helped me out Chaos Angel. So if I didn't brick, I'm brick out of game 2. Then when on the top deck, after I hand trapped him, I top deck Ice, and he had Metatronus, and it was like, well, I guess you win. So it'd be like that. Shit happens. I'm salty as hell, but ain't nothing I can do about it. It ain't like I played bad because he had the house and I drew crappy. This dude doing good with his fucking blue eyes. But anyway, catch you guys in the closing statement. Let's do a profile with my boy Uri. Y'all stay tuned.
I mean, I detonated, but
All right, guys, back at home now. There was a lot of stuff going on at locals. There's a lot of loud talking. I ain't really wasn't really much I can really film after getting whooped on. Had a good tournament though. Like I had fun, good play testing all around. My deck's solid. Like I don't know what other changes I can make to my Rizel deck to make it better. I mean, I'm playing pure. It's kind of standard for the most part. I guess I could try to Santoli build, which doesn't run Cross-Eyed Designator, but like I love Cross-Eyed Designator. I think it was limited in the OCG for a reason. The card is just insane. It just, locals is locals, man. Sometimes you do good, sometimes you do bad. So far, this is the 3rd tournament where I kind of scrubbed out. Do you guys consider going 2-2 scrubbing out? Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, I didn't get prizing, so yeah, it's technically scrubbed out. And yeah, like I think my list is good. Just played against good players who don't misplay, and their hands countered my hands. Like against game 1 against my boy Baker round 2. Wasn't nothing I can do. He went first, set up board, did what he did. I was winning. He came back and won. I won game 2. Game 3, he got it. Then against Alejandro, last round, just like last week, game 1, he got it. Because yeah, he won a dice roll last time we played too. Got a game 1, just went first, and I had no hand trust. I'm like, well, this sucks. Like, bro, going against any of these decks this format is so annoying when you don't open up any hand traps. At least one hand trap would have made a difference in that game 1. And I couldn't do anything. I just got cooked. Game 2, thought I was doing something, but it was just kind of like, oh, my hand was Imperm, Nibiru, Node, freaking Ash. No, it was Ash. Long story short, it was I couldn't play. No, it was Riser Trap, Ash, Nib, Node, and freaking something else. And it was just like, this is a garbage freaking hand. And pure Riser just does that. Like, if that Node would have been an exit or something, would have been good. Hell, if it would have been a sword, it would have been good. But the fact that it was a freaking Node, I'm like, bruh. Oh yeah, it was Cross. That was my field card, Cross. I'm like, bro, why am I drawing my one-ofs? But nevertheless, that's the good way the cookie crumbles. Even if I won game 2, that's not guaranteed I would have won game 3 because he would have won first. And I would have been banking on opening up hand traps again and going from there. So yeah, the format's definitely changed. Shout out to my boy Uri Diaz. He actually won locals again. Third time in a row I got his deck profile that you guys probably either saw already or will see after this video later on today. So be on the lookout for that. Brandon Despier, his list is insane. Like going undefeated twice is really good. Like that's really freaking. No, sorry, 3 times. It's really good. That's definitely YCS topping at the very least skill level with a rogue deck. That's just what I regret not adding that deck to my rogue deck video I just dropped. Which the views are like, but that's YouTube in a nutshell. Views are up and down, up and down. But all in conclusion, like I said, I'm just getting tested in for my OTS championships this Saturday. I'm taking the event very seriously, trying to win it because I already have my invite. And I don't need an invite. And I don't know if I'm going to be going to Indiana regionals. There's a regionals in Indianapolis next month. I don't know if it's worth the drive just to get try to go for top 8. I know I got my invite already. I know I can go get an invite. I don't need an invite. I just want a top 8, just for my own mental. And I haven't top 8 in over 10 years at this point. I've gotten close. Like the closest I've gotten to a top 8 at regionals was like with Heroes like 2 years ago. Got really close. Hell, I'm lying too. I got close with my freaking Rival deck. What am I talking about? The Wisconsin regionals. It's just one of them situations where it's kind of like, I keep getting close to the top 8, but I just fizzle out because the game is so different than it was 10 years ago. And it's like, it's a little harder. The competition in Yu-Gi-Oh, bro, is a lot harder than it was 10 years ago. And that's thanks to YouTube. People know the plays to make. And ain't gonna like I always say, iron sharpens iron, and that's how it should be. Let me see. I'm just getting everything off my chest and what I can think about, honestly. Moving forward with my Rival deck, I'm probably just going to leave it the same. Oh, one card did come up today, that Utopia card. So I did take out Dagusto Emerald, didn't miss it. For the Utopia card, the Utopia card came up clutch. Once again, I almost went, not Bakuska, but what's that stupid card called? Typhon. I almost went Typhon again illegally. Luckily, they caught it. And I'm like, I keep forgetting Typhon. I keep forgetting the Rizel specimen from the hand, like you had a Typhon. And it keeps throwing me off. And it kind of almost cost me a game. So, like, I kind of don't like Typhon in my deck, and I might cut it once, I don't know, I might just cut it. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, even though I got salty last week that I lost, and I oh, it was 2 weeks ago that I lost for not having it. Looking at that video again, I'm like, I couldn't make Typhon anyway because he only summoned once from next year, like not twice. But Typhon is still good. I don't know. Do you guys like Typhon? I feel like it's a good card. It's like one of those cards. I forgot what announcer on Yu-Gi-Oh said, and the YCS said, it's one of those cards that is good and it's bad, but it only comes up in rare occasions, and when it does come up, it helps a lot. Nevertheless, we're gonna figure my deck list out. I don't think my deck's bad. I just think the format just evolving slowly, and I'm planning as a plethora of decks that just it'll be the same thing. Like if I go first and I win my dice rolls and I play my hands optimally, I'm cooking 90% of the people in the room. That's just how it is with my deck. Unless I play against a deck like Tempai, that's like a Tempai that's just like, okay, I play all board breakers, Book of Eclipse, play this, play this, play this, GG. Unless I play against some stuff like that, I'm just gonna win. So I can't really get too upset. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about when playing locals and going to tournaments, because a lot of people I've noticed they lose with their deck. Once a couple times, going a little losing streak after coming off a winning streak, and then they want to cancel their deck and change their deck completely. And I'm like, bro, there's nothing wrong with your deck. Maybe you can make some tweaks here and there, because I am tweaking my side deck. That's a thing. But other than that, it's like, dude, the main deck is good. The main deck is good. adding Effect Veiler helps so much. I'm considering Ghost Ogre, but I don't know if I want to run it. But the Nibiru helps as well, even though I only run one Nibiru just to have it. When it comes up, it's perfect cross-out target. But other than that, I'm loving the list. But anyway, man, we're going to figure it out. I'm just talking too long. It's your boy Rogue Hero. Tired as hell. It's almost 12 o'clock, and I'm signing out. Peace. I'm going to see you guys in the next video.